Hello there in the chat. Can I please get a microphone check? Let me know in the chat if you can hear the sound of my voice. Sorry for my tardiness, Drip Van Winkle. Thank you very much. Thank you. Giveaway setup. Last minute preparations happening right now. Mistletoe, thank you. Gin, Robin, Tonic, we're in the pipe, 5x5. Molian 55, sounds great, thank you. Rich Hayes in the chat from Texas. I don't know if you guys knew, Rich is from Texas. Goodness gracious, too many things going on. I was trying to edit a video and get it published before the stream. It did not happen. I forgot to talk about the #1 rule in DeFi. You guys know the drill. Hello, I am back in Puerto Rico. Thank you very much for tuning in for the stream. Yeah, I'm staying at an Airbnb, as you can see, in the mountains of Añasco, Puerto Rico, on the west side of the island. I was going to do this stream out there. There's a lovely patio with a great view, westward facing view of the ocean and the mountains of Rincon and the beaches of Mayagüez. It's a beautiful view, but the problem being out there is it's super loud. Whenever somebody drives by on the road, it's crazy loud. You'll hear their music and you'll hear their engine. And so it's also quite warm. There's an air conditioner in that bedroom right there that you guys can't see. And that's it for this place. So I've got the air conditioner running full blast in there, and I've got these ceiling fans going. So I'm probably glistening a little bit. Can you guys hear me okay? Is the microphone volume? Normally I have that microphone like right in front of me, and this is a totally janky setup right that I have right here. Is the mic volume all right? Is it Let's see here. Love the shirt. Yeah, it's all just fudge. Just hodl, man. Hodl. Hold on for dear life. And in certain products like our Vault, you actually get paid to hodl. It's quite a beautiful thing. So I'm working on a recorded video, which I don't do very often. It takes so much time to record the whole video and the different pieces of it. And I do the whole PowerPoint presentation with the slides and figure out all of that. And then the editing, oh my goodness, it just takes forever. So I prefer to do the live stream format, as you guys know. By the way, thank you for tuning in. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel. So I do these live streams twice a week. I took last week off, but normally I do it on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern and Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. And every time I stream, I'm giving away free crypto. So you really want to not only subscribe to the channel, but also turn on the notification bell. So that way YouTube will notify you each and every time I go live. And if you have the time and you have the availability, you can just tune in and maybe win some free crypto. Sounds good. Okay, thanks, Fuzzy. So that's a little bit about me and the channel. I used to be known as the Drip Guide on YouTube, but then YouTube did this crazy thing where they decided I was some kind of a scammer, a spammer, deceptive practicer, and they just nuked my entire account, not just my channel. They nuked the whole account. So I've had to start over again. I don't really mind it too bad. It is kind of sad to lose, you know, what, 8 years of content. I've had that channel since 2015. But anyway, now I'm the DeFi guide. I provide educational content on this channel. Of course, I'm never providing any sort of advice. I'm not licensed to do so. Your investment decisions are exactly that. They are your decisions and yours alone. But I can provide the educational content to help flatten that learning curve and make your job a little bit easier, a little faster, to get to know and understand these different DeFi products and the ins and outs of dealing with cryptocurrency and the wallet and everything else. So I provide educational content to help you with all of that. And that way, at the end of the day, when you're making those investment decisions, you can make a more well-educated decision, a well-informed decision, and figure out what's right for you. So that's what I do. I do the live streams and I answer questions from the chat to the best of my ability. And so, yeah, that's what I do over here. And like I said earlier, I also do 2 airdrops every single stream, one at the very beginning or close to the beginning and one at the end. So let's go ahead. We're going to try to share my screen. I have this big monitor over here. You guys, yeah, this is so janky. I literally have cardboard boxes with my laptop and my lighting. My camera's on the tripod over there. My external monitor is over here on another cardboard box. It's janky AF. But yes, Tony, thank you for that. Please, everybody, like the video on your way in. Everyone, please do that for me. That helps with the old algorithm. We can get this new channel built up to the same level that I used to have with the old channel, which was almost 12,000 subscribers. So that's kind of a pity to lose that. But anyway, I digress. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're doing an airdrop. So we're going to try to share the screen. Now, oh, sweet. Only 19 of you guys tuned in right now. So when we do the giveaway, what I like to do is only allow the same number of entries as there are people tuned in. Let's see what this looks like, because it's an extra wide screen over here, so it might look kind of funky. Hey, Rich, share the screen. I don't need to share my audio. There it goes. I'm also working off of the internet service up here in the mountains of Añasco, so it's not the best. I also have my phone sitting over there with pretty reliable 5G service, and I have the hotspot turned on over there. So if this internet craps out midstream, I wouldn't be surprised. Hopefully my computer here will switch over to my hotspot in relatively short order and continue the stream. So don't be surprised if it starts to glitch or hangs up. I'm trying to knock on wood, but here we go. All right, so we're going to do the first airdrop. I do this every stream, like I said. And this video, I want to give you guys a quick tutorial, a quick guide on the ARC finance protocol. So it's time, man. ARC is doing so well. These smart contracts are absolutely printing. So it is time for those of you who are not in ARC. I really encourage you. Of course, I'm never providing any kind of investment advice. I'm not telling you need to do this, but I do highly recommend at least taking a close look. And I'm going to try to give you guys a presentation here from my PowerPoint slide to help explain how the whole system works. And then we can do Q&A and have a nice little conversation about it. So there are 22 folks tuned in for the live stream. So that means I'm going to cut this off at 22 entries. Please only enter one time as usual, guys. And there we go. There we go. So 22 entries, 22 folks tuned in for the stream. My mouth is already getting dry. Nice. Steve Wooding is one of my best admins in the Team DeFi Guide Telegram group, the Team Drip Guide Telegram group. So congrats on that, Steve. Thank you for being here and helping me out with the stream. Let me know in the chat whether you would like ARC or Drip. I'm guessing you want ARC. Better bring up my ARC, right? Let's bring this over here. That doesn't look too bad. It's kind of weird with the blackness at the top and the bottom of the screen, but it works. Yes, ARC, please. All right, you know the drill. You know, it would be really good if I use some other surface for my, maybe if I put the microphone, because you guys are probably hearing all kinds of weird bumping sounds as I move my mouse, move my mouse around. Actually, you know what I'll do? This will be inconvenient. I'll just use the little trackpad on my mouse. So, ooh, speaking of the mouse, let me bust out my special cursor, my highlighter for the cursor, the mouse pointer. So it's a little easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. All right, we'll close that. There you go. Now you can see a little bit better. And let's get Steve's address from the chat. First time on the YouTube giveaway. Did you put your address? Oh, you know what I need to do? Duh. Well, Steve, not seeing your address in here yet. Uh-oh. Looks like my camera crapped out. That's fun. Let's try unplugging the camera and plugging it back in. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, there's the address. You've lost your camera. Yeah, the little webcam that I use is sometimes a little bit wonky. Probably doesn't like the setup here. Okay, you guys can still hear me at least. That's fine. I don't need to be like showing my face. It's not super critical. So let's do this airdrop, and then I will get into the little presentation, which I actually don't want to have my face showing for that either. So make sure I'm in the right account. My F18 is my main team building or syndicate building vault account. Thank you to everyone who has joined the DeFi Guide Syndicate. I really appreciate that. Last time I looked, it's like 125 maybe direct referrals that have signed up. By the way, I do have a referral, 126 now. That is awesome. Thank you for everyone who has joined me on the ARC, this glorious voyage that we're all on, and it is working so well. It really, I mean, it really saved my butt in terms of, I don't know how many tokens. Okay, that'll work. We'll just do that full amount. Yeah, the ARC has really saved my butt in terms of passive income. I'm still generating enough passive income through all of my DeFi positions to still be able to pay all my bills and, you know, live in the two different places between Puerto Rico and the United States, and flying back and forth, and 4 daughters, 2 of which are in college. There's a lot of bills to pay. So ARC has really, really saved me so far this year in 2023. It just keeps getting better. You know, every day I get to withdraw some of my daily rewards and compound the rest. So every day my account is growing. And every day I'm collecting some more passive income, and the whole thing, it just keeps, you know, every day you get another pay raise, another pay raise, another pay raise. Um, so I really like it. And it's just really, I don't know what I'd be doing if I didn't have ARC right now. To be honest, it would be a pretty stressful time for me. And by pretty stressful, I mean extremely stressful. I might even have had to go back to work, my old job, or something horrible like that. So thank you very much to Atlas and Brett and the entire team over at ArcFi. Okay. Cool. So that is done. Let me see if I can figure out. Can I oh, I know what I need to do. Yeah, ARC really is fantastic. So congrats again, Steve. Hope you enjoy that airdrop. I know it'll help you on your journey, grow your deposit a little bit more, increase your passive income a little bit more, and get you to your goals, your financial goals, a little bit sooner. So that is good. So let's go ahead. I'm going to open up my little PowerPoint here. And I'm going to give you a little dissertation. Not really. So I've recorded this, and I'm working on editing this presentation and getting it uploaded to YouTube as a standalone video. Oops. What? That was fun. Oh, I know what's going on. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here. Okay, I had the the YouTube video playing in the background, so the sound was coming out in my headphones. Well, first on my speakers and then in my headphones, so that was really confusing. 1 sec. Crypto Fergie in the chat. Please, everybody, support the Crypto Fergie YouTube channel. Crypto is doing some amazing work over there on his channel talking about ARC. I really liked his recent video where he went through the whole process of cashing out some of his ARC tokens into BNB, sent that over to crypto.com, converted it and loaded up his crypto.com debit card. And then he even went to the ATM and withdrew the cold hard cash. So that was pretty amazing. I think I'm going to have to disconnect this camera. Looks like your camera was unplugged. Plug it back in or select a different camera. Yeah, well, it wasn't unplugged. StreamYard. I don't know what's wrong with you. Not financial, not financial advice, but don't sleep on ARC. Could not agree more. Actually use a different camera. 1 second. Camera. Let's use that one. How's that one? Does that one want to work? Well, that's fine. I don't really need my camera to be able to do this presentation. I don't even need it to answer questions. So let's go ahead and get into this presentation. All right. Let's go back to this view. Cool. Okay. All right. So you guys can see this little slideshow. Kryptonite. Oh, Kryptonite is in the chat. His channel is Drip to Wealth. Hey, Brandon, hope all is well. All is great. I'm having some technical challenges here in my temporary streaming cave here in this Airbnb in Puerto Rico. I'm literally set up on a bunch of cardboard boxes and having some trouble with my camera and all sorts of things, but I'm trying to make it work. I'm about to do a little PowerPoint presentation on ARK. So nice to see you in the chat, and please everybody support Crypto Fergie, support Drip to Wealth. I didn't notice if we have any other of our community YouTubers in the chat, but please support these other YouTubers and also help me to build the channel back up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Anyway, so hey, Brandon, hope all's well. I took the leap of faith into ARK. Nice. Thanks to you and Fergie. I'm very excited. Me too. And yeah, I think you guys are going to like this presentation. And for those of you that are still on the fence, hopefully this will be helpful. So let's just get into it. You guys can still hear me, I'm assuming. And here we go. So first of all, of course, the number one rule in DeFi, always keep your secret recovery phrase safe. Keep it as a hard copy. Don't store it electronically. Don't store it on your phone or your computer. Those devices can get hacked and you will lose your seed phrase and you will lose all of your investments. So I don't want that to happen to anybody. So keep it as a hard copy only. And of course, never give it to anyone, no matter what they try to say to trick you. They're going to try to trick you. All sorts of scammers out there. And you just want to hang on to that seed phrase for dear life. Never email it to anybody. Never enter it into a website of any sort. The only time you ever need your seed phrase in the future is to restore your wallet on a new device. So I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of the ARK Finance Protocol. This right now is my absolute favorite DeFi investment. And of course, if you like what you see, please go ahead and use the referral link in the description. But please also understand, as I said earlier, I'm not a financial advisor. It's completely up to you to do your own research and make your own investment decisions. So the flagship product at ARK Finance is called Vault. And this is a smart contract that rewards you for buying and holding the ARKFi tokens. So when you buy these ARKFi tokens, they are automatically deposited into your personal Vault account. And do keep in mind, this is a permanent deposit. You can't withdraw your deposit. However, as soon as you do make that deposit, the smart contract starts paying you. It starts rewarding you with free ARKFi tokens every minute of every day. And you will be able to withdraw a portion of those rewards every single day. By the way, ARKFi is not a company, of course. It's not some kind of an institution or whatever paying these rewards to you. This is a smart contract. As I said previously, it's essentially just software. It's an app, and it's installed on a decentralized public blockchain. In this case, we're talking about the BNB chain. And that's why it's called a decentralized app, or a DApp for short. Now, this DApp does have this really cool calculator built into the DApp, and you can see this example right over here. So let me just quickly point out a couple of things on this example. First of all, you'll notice the days to ROI right over here, 94 days. So what that means is you're able to recoup your initial investment in terms of the number of ARKFi tokens you originally deposited. You're able to recoup that in just a little over 3 months, which is really fantastic. It's definitely one of my favorite features of this DApp. The second thing I want to point out is the total investment return, the total ROI right over here. It's about 15,000%. So what that means, obviously, is that you get a lot more tokens out of the vault than what you put in. In this particular example, the initial investment is $996 or 152.5 tokens. And the net after selling is almost 24,000 tokens. So that's the 15,702% total return on investment, or as we say, that's a 157x. Now, that's a very, very large return. That's a fabulous return on investment. And some of you might be thinking, there's no such thing as an investment that can return 157x. It's just impossible. It's too good to be true. But it is possible. Okay, let me tell you why. So if you think it's impossible because you're thinking in terms of traditional finance, that's, no one can blame you for that, because that's really all you've ever known until now. So I encourage you to open your mind and expand your thinking, and let me tell you about another quote unquote impossible investment return. But in this case, this is something that actually happened in real life. I'm talking about what happened with Bitcoin. I'm sure, obviously, you've all heard of Bitcoin. But did you know that in 2011, you could have bought Bitcoin for 1 cent? A single penny per Bitcoin actually happened in 2011. And then over the course of the next decade, Bitcoin went all the way up to $69,000 per coin. It actually did that. You can look that up. I'm not making up these numbers. So you could have turned a single dollar into $6.9 million. Let me say that again. You could have turned a dollar into $6.9 million in 10 years with Bitcoin. So that's a 6.9 million X return on investment. So when you think about that and you add that into your thinking process, suddenly a little 157x return doesn't seem all that unrealistic. It doesn't seem impossible, and that's because it's not impossible. I'm here to tell you, I've already experienced these kinds of returns in DeFi. This happens all the time. Well, not all the time, but it does happen in DeFi if you find the right product, and I think ARK definitely fits the bill. By the way, the reason Bitcoin had such an amazing ride is because of user adoption, right? Meaning we went from just a handful of people that even knew it's basically, and okay, phone call. Hello? No phone calls? So where was I? So household name. And the reason that happened is Bitcoin had something we call product market fit, which means it was an investment product that had a lot, and so it experienced this massive period of hyper growth. And really, to be honest, I think ArkFi has even more potential than Bitcoin because it has a better product market fit than Bitcoin. As an investment product, ArkFi is much more appealing, I think, than Bitcoin. Plus, we have a referral system in ArkFi, which just like adds jet fuel to the whole user adoption rate. So you got people going out and spreading the word about ARK. And that's the key. The user adoption is the key. I fully believe that Vault will be able to return that 157x because the user adoption is going to be there. It's good. It's been very strong out of the gate so far. And I'm totally confident that it's going to stay strong for many years to come. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if ARK did even better than 157x on my investment. And one last thing that I want to make sure everyone understands is that the vault pays you in tokens, right? Not dollars. It pays you in tokens. So the only thing that's guaranteed with this is that the Vault smart contract will pay you the correct number of tokens that it's been programmed to pay. The future value of those tokens in dollars isn't guaranteed. That's the risk that you take with this investment. The future value of the ARC-V token is unknown. It can't be predicted. For me, I feel really confident about this protocol. It's been super solid, and I believe it'll continue to be very solid for many years. But this isn't a guaranteed sort of a thing. It's not a risk-free investment. There really isn't such thing as a risk-free investment. But again, highlighting this right here, you can recoup your initial tokens in just roughly 94 days. So for me personally, it's worth it to take the risk. And, it's a no-brainer in my mind. So to get started with ARC-V, you need a wallet, of course. I like the Rabby wallet. That's my favorite. Or you can use MetaMask. You connect your wallet to the Binance Smart Chain, and you'll need some BNB for gas fees, and you'll need some BUSD. If you're on a browser on your computer, you just click on the referral link in the description below. If you're using MetaMask on your phone, you'll need to make a copy of that link in the description and then go into your MetaMask app and open up the browser that's built into MetaMask and paste the link in there. So then you just connect your wallet to the dApp with the connect button right over there, and you approve your BUSD for use with the swap contract. And remember, as soon as you buy these tokens, they are automatically deposited into your Vault account. Now, that minimum deposit for Vault is 10 tokens, but that's just for your initial deposit. You can always make smaller deposits after that first one if you want to. And at the time right now, it's $5.71 per token. There's a total of 13% in taxes for buying and depositing into the Vault. So your initial investment needs to be about at least 68 to 70 BUSD. And you don't have to worry about it too much because it does have a really good user interface on this, and it'll show you the estimate of how many tokens you'll get after the taxes. So, and again, if you guys need any help with this, please do not be shy. Just join one of the Telegram groups right over here, especially the official ARC, t.me/official ARC. Join that Telegram group and tell them that Brandon, the DeFi guide, sent you, and they will guide you one-on-one through the entire process of getting on board the ARC. Now, let me stop right there before we get into managing the daily thing. Let me see if there's any questions. And I'm assuming you guys can still hear me. I'm not seeing any comments like, hey, we lost the audio. Yeah, right. You could have minted 50 Bitcoins for free just by running a little executable program on your computer way back. But there was that flash crash in 2011, and that's when it was possible to literally buy 1 Bitcoin for 1 penny. So absolutely crazy return on investment. And that's how this works in crypto and in DeFi. These kinds of returns, there's nothing else on earth. There are no other financial products, certainly not in traditional finance, that can match these kinds of returns that are possible with the user adoption. Which is advisable, please, to add to an existing wallet for more tokens or to put new ARC-V tokens in another wallet? I mean, it's kind of 6 one, half dozen the other. I would say you can do a self-referral, where if you open up a second wallet, you can use your own referral link to do that. And that way you'll get rewarded every time you deposit on the lower wallet. So that's probably the best way to do it if you really want to have a second wallet. But then, I mean, you do have to deal with the other wallet and double the gas fees and stuff like that. Hey, Raphael. Raphael has absolutely been crushing it lately. He's going to school for crypto. He's making all kinds of connections and really moving the needle in terms of helping the world to discover the beauty of ArcFi. So nice to see you here, Raphael. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so it doesn't seem like there's any questions. I want to finish out this presentation, so let's do it. So once you're in the vault, you begin earning rewards. Wait a second. Why did it do that? There we go. So you start earning rewards at a daily rate of 2%, right? So that's 2% of your current deposit balance every single day. And keep in mind that the rate will drop down to 1% a day after a couple few months. But it's really nothing to worry about because it's going to happen around the same time that you're already getting your first ROI. So roughly when you've withdrawn your initial number of tokens back out of the vault, that's when your daily rate will drop down. So the system keeps track of your net deposit, which is what we call the NDV, or net deposit value. And it's basically just the number of tokens that you've put into the vault minus the number of tokens that you've pulled out. So it's very simple. Tokens into the vault minus tokens out. That is your NDV. Now you can also up your NDV by earning referral rewards when you start to grow your syndicate. So over the life of this investment, you're going to be pulling a lot more tokens out than you put in. So as soon as your NDV starts to go down and starts going negative, then the system reduces your rewards from 2% a day to 1% a day, like I said. But again, it's nothing to worry about because at that point, you've already recouped your initial tokens and you're still earning 1% every day, which is really good. And you're free rolling at that point because you've already removed all of your risk from the investment. So on the dashboard, you'll see the rewards timer, and that's counting down the 24 hours when that reaches 0, that means you've earned all of your rewards for that particular day, and it stops earning rewards for that day. So when the timer reaches 0, you stop earning. So what you have to do at that point is allocate your daily rewards. You have to decide what portion you want to compound, meaning that amount gets added to your deposit, and you decide what portion you want to withdraw, meaning those tokens come out of the vault and back into your wallet. So as soon as you allocate, as soon as you hit that allocate button and confirm the transaction, the timer will reset to the full 24 hours, and now you're earning rewards once again. For me personally, I like to keep this really simple. I just go with the 50-50 allocation, as you can see right over here. And that makes my CWR, which stands for compound withdrawal ratio, that makes it 50/50, which is 1.0. And you can decide to compound a little bit heavier if you want. So you can go as high as 60% compound and 40% withdraw. So your CWR for that would be 60/40, which would be 1.5. And if you want to compound at an even higher rate than the 60/40, you'll need to buy one of the legacy NFTs, which I'll make a different video to talk about the legacy NFTs at some point soon. But for now, like I said, I just like to keep things very simple, and I just go with that 50-50. Now, if you want to go the other way and like withdraw your rewards at a higher rate, you can, but not really all that much. So if you notice that red zone on the CWR gauge, you want to keep the needle away from that. All right. So the minimum you can do is about 45% compound and 55% withdrawal. So if you do that, your CWR would be 45/55, which is about 0.81. And so that's a little bit higher than the minimum 0.75. And I really wouldn't try to push it too much, too much beyond that. So you don't want to mess with this too much, because if you drop into the red zone at 0.75 or lower, then the contract will reduce your daily rate to 0.5% a day. And you'll still earn the same return in tokens. You'll still earn the same total tokens over the long haul, but you'll just be going a lot slower than everyone else in the vault. And so it's really just best to just avoid that red zone. As far as the ArcFi tokens that you withdraw out of the vault, those go into your wallet. And for me, again, personally, I like to just cash those in. So I go back over to the swap page and I swap those ArcFi tokens back over to BUSD. So for me, the main goal here is to not only earn a passive income, but also remove part of the risk. Each time I cash out some of those tokens, I'm reducing my risk to the investment, and I'm recouping my initial investment in terms of real life dollars and cents. Now, if you're too busy to manage your vault account every day, there is the auto allocation feature built into the DApp. And so what you do with this, first of all, you decide on a certain number of days that you want the system to manage your daily allocations for you. Right over here, number of days. And you enter that in, and then you decide, what CWR you want for your allocations during that time period. So you have three choices here. Again, the higher CWRs are only available if you have one of the legacy NFTs. So 50-50 compound withdrawal would be 1.0. 60-40, which is also very popular, that would be 1.5. And then you have the sort of middle choice there at 1.33. So when you set this up, you'll have to prepay the gas fees for whatever number of days that you entered. And that is at a rate of 0.003 BNB per day. So I have used this function a couple of times, but generally I like to allocate manually, because the gas fees for manual allocations are much cheaper. And I'm usually available every day to go in and manage my investment, and it really only takes a couple minutes a day. But this is a really nice function for folks that are super busy and they don't want to deal with clicking a button at the same time every day. And it's also really nice for, maybe you go on vacation or you're just not going to be able to get on your computer for a few days. The auto allocation feature is super helpful for that. Let me see if there's any other questions. Thanks, Crypto Fergie. Please, everybody, like the video. Here's the, oh, never mind. Having another wallet let you more possibilities to win the Spark reward. That is a very good point. And I haven't gotten into the Spark reward quite yet. I saved the best for last on this PowerPoint presentation. So I will be talking about that in just a minute or two. Yeah, the Spark daily lottery has been freaking insane. Oh, nice, Leroy. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining my syndicate, man. Welcome aboard the ARC. And by the way, I didn't mention this, but what I do for my directs, for my level 1 syndicate members, every Sunday I go through and I randomly select 4 or 5 members, and I do an airdrop. So I call that Sunday random airdrops. So be sure to join the Telegram group, Leroy, if you haven't already, t.me/team drip guide, and you'll see those announcements every Sunday in there. So I do that for Drip, and I also do that for ARC, the Sunday random airdrop. So yeah, welcome aboard, man. I appreciate that. All right, so let's finish this out, and then we can take some questions. Yeah, so this is the last slide. And of course, the presentation would not be complete without mentioning the foundation product and the beautiful, amazing, gorgeous Spark Daily Lottery. There's a reason I saved the best for last. So the foundation is ArcFi's liquidity product. And that means when you invest in foundation, you're adding liquidity to the ArcFi slash BUSD decentralized liquidity pool. It's a little bit of a word salad there, but just really just think of this as a high yield savings account. That's how it functions. All right. And so you deposit BUSD in and you withdraw BUSD out. So BUSD in, BUSD out. And that is a key difference right there between the foundation and the vault, right? So with foundation, you can actually withdraw your principal back out. With vault, it's a permanent deposit. With foundation, you can do a withdrawal. However, you do have to keep in mind that there's a 10% fee on deposits and there's another 10% fee on withdrawal. So even though you can withdraw, you probably don't want to do that too frequently because of those fees. And then with foundation, you're just earning a truly passive income, and you're earning that in the form of BUSD rewards every single day. It's quite lovely. The rate of return on the foundation does vary quite a bit, but I did do some calculations yesterday before starting this presentation, and what I have received personally over the last couple of weeks from the foundation, it comes out to about 0.14% per day. Now you can withdraw those rewards every day if you want, or you can let them build up for a while. But what I like to do is I like to compound my rewards once a week. And 0.14% per day, it might not sound that amazing, especially when you have the vault over there earning you 2% a day. But you have to keep in mind that you're able to withdraw. So the money is available to you if you really need it after that 10% fee. And even though it's 0.14% per day, if you compound your rewards once a week for an entire year, it really boosts up on itself. It's really exponential, right? That compounded interest. And the APY on that, the annual percentage yield on that, is actually more than 165% a year, which is really good. It's absolutely phenomenal. But really the best part, as the commenter mentioned, the best part of the foundation is that it allows you to be eligible for the Spark Daily Lottery, right? So what's the Spark Daily Lottery? So every day in the ARC Telegram group, we have a podcast every single day. And during the podcast, by the way, that starts at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And during the podcast, the system randomly picks one winner from all of the eligible vault accounts. So if you're eligible, you're in that random drawing every single day. And if you win, you get a huge injection of tokens added to your vault account. This is not a trivial amount, guys. This is not a small prize. In the last couple of days, we've seen prizes over $4,000 worth of ArcFi tokens. So $4,000 added to your vault. It's absolutely huge. And of course, you start earning a lot more daily rewards every day right after that win. So it's pretty freaking amazing. So if you can swing it, you want to have at least $250 invested in the foundation, which is about 280 BUSD before that 10% fee that I mentioned. So if you can invest 280 BUSD, then you will be eligible for the daily Spark lottery, and you'll have a chance to win that massive prize every single day. You don't have to be present in the podcast. It's all, completely automated. You just have that 250 in the foundation and you're good to go. So on top of that, with the 250 in the foundation, you'll also be eligible for level 1 referral rewards, which means you can start referring ARK to your friends and your family and your coworkers and all of that. And you can start building your syndicate, and you'll get referral rewards every time they deposit into the vault. It's not mandatory to do this, of course. It's not mandatory to refer other people to ARK, but it is really nice to get those referral rewards, the 5% referral rewards every time someone deposits. And it really helps your account balance to grow even faster than it's already growing with the compounding daily. All right, so that is that. I wish I could have been able to just present the recorded video, but I'm still in the editing process. Hopefully all of that came through. Let me go back over here. Redeposit is not fresh capital. Yeah, so the Spark lottery, we've been seeing, oh, I clicked on the wrong one. We've been seeing somewhere between 500 and 700 ARK, as Donato mentioned over here. You got it, man. If you're doing 50-50 or 60-40 or whatever, is it a good idea to redeposit? Does it count as fresh capital? So what happens when you do a redeposit? Let me just show you guys this. So every day when you're getting ready to do your allocation, you have some settings over here. Yeah, you guys can see that. So what this does is that it redirects your withdrawal. So instead of your withdrawal coming out to your wallet, your withdrawal, in this case, it would go into your foundation investment. That's what the auto bond means. So your withdrawals, it says right there, your withdrawals will automatically be deposited into the foundation and converted into bond LP. The auto redeposit, again, it says right there, your withdrawals will automatically be deposited back into the vault. So it actually does add to your NDV, because remember, the NDV is a measurement of tokens that you've put into the vault minus tokens that you've taken out. So when you do a withdrawal, that's tokens coming out, right? But then after the taxes, you're immediately redepositing it. So it almost adds the same value back in. So let's say your withdrawal portion was 10 tokens. There's a 10% tax, right? So then that would be 9 tokens that you actually withdrew. So that would count against you in terms of your NDV, but then you would go ahead and redeposit those 9 tokens right there. So that would bring your NDV slightly back up. So it would be net negative on your NDV, but not as bad as doing a full-fledged withdrawal. Where do we find the podcast? So good question. So the podcast is on that Telegram group. It's in the ARK official Telegram group. So that is t.me/official ARK. I'll throw the banner up there. So that there's my Telegram group, t.me/team drip guide. And then there's also the ARK Telegram group, t.me/official ARK. It's not fresh capital, but it does count towards, the after-tax amount does count towards your NDV, and it increases that. So it allows your NDV to drop less quickly if you do the redeposit option. But again, this is my syndicate. This is my syndicate wallet here. So I also want to have some of the withdrawal coming out to my airdrop bucket. So I do the 4% for airdrop, and I only compound 46%, and I withdraw 50%. Again, this is my living here. I live and pay all my bills with DeFi, so I do need to cash out. And it's also, in my mind, it's a responsible thing to do because I'm removing my risk. I'm decreasing my risk in this investment. And that's important to me. You know, anything can happen, right? Nothing is guaranteed. Good only for raising your principal balance, but take 10% tax. Yeah. Cool. Well, actually, that catches me up. I'm fully caught up with the chat. Are there any other questions about ArcFi? And I am going to finish editing that recorded video tonight. And so look for that on the channel. I'll try to post and upload that video later on tonight. I guess we could talk about the legacy NFT. It doesn't seem to be any live questions. So the legacy NFT is a way for you to, first of all, you earn daily rewards. So lately I've been earning about little over $23 or 23 BUSD each day. I have the largest NFT, the platinum NFT. So that was a 10,000 BUSD purchase. What, I guess about 3 months ago. So I've been getting about $23 to $24 a day. So that works out to be about 0.2, somewhere between 0.23 and 0.24% per day, which is also really good. You can't compound that. Those just come out to your wallet. So it's a little bit different. I like the foundation with the fact that you're able to compound your rewards. And I do that once a week. It takes a while to build it up. And so that gives me an APY of better than 150% a year, which is freaking awesome. But yeah, so with the legacy NFT, you are getting some income you're getting income from the NFT rewards pool. So this pays out, I believe, 2% of the balance every day to everyone that's staking their NFT in the platform. But then, and so there's some taxes in the system that feed that rewards pool, but there also are external investments. And there was recently a whole presentation about all of the future developments and all the things on the roadmap that are coming in the very near future. And a lot of those are going to be very significant in terms of adding more capital to this rewards pool. So it's entirely possible and even probable that my rewards rate will go up to be even sweeter than the 0.23% a day. Even if it doesn't, I mean, 0.2% a day is great. That's really good. Can you please add that old TDG video somewhere here or in it? Yeah, I can. I wouldn't be able to add all of my old drip guide videos because I don't have all of them saved, but I do have a good bit. Yeah, I will eventually take a look at that and see which one of those would be appropriate to go ahead and upload to the new channel. Are there any Sia? Are there any videos in particular that you're remembering and you're looking for now on the new channel? Let me know if there's any particular videos that you'd like to see posted again. I'm kind of holding back a little bit on Drip because we should be getting the new user interface for Drip any day now. And so I don't really want to make any recorded videos for Drip until that new interface is up and running. Somewhere here or in a Telegram channel besides the Telegram group. Yeah. All right. Well, if there are not any other questions, I'm going to get back to the editing. We have 26 people still tuned in and watching live. I really appreciate that. I know that your time is precious and I appreciate you, and I'm grateful for you spending some time with me. So let's go ahead and do another airdrop. We'll do the second airdrop. We have, again, 28 folks tuned in. And oh, thanks, Donato. Appreciate that. So I'm going to be back on Wednesday, 3 p.m. excuse me, 3 p.m. Eastern. Trying to think of the hashtag. Let's just use airdrop. Let's just keep it simple. So if you are watching the live stream right now during the actual live event, go ahead and type in hashtag airdrop into the chat. Please enter only one time, and we have 28 people tuned in. So once we get to 28 entries, I will cut this off and do the drawing. So yeah, please enter only one time. Let's give everybody who's watching an equal chance to get entered for the giveaway. I appreciate your guys' cooperation on that. We got 15 entries. And my camera crapped out, so I won't be able to do the old outro. I don't know what's going on with my camera situation. Pretty annoying. 23 entries, 24. 26. Looks like we have one more viewer right now, so 29. We'll let this go. There we go. Alrighty, let's see who's gonna win the giveaway. Amir, Emphy, Fuzzy Crypto. Another one of my fantastic admins in the Team Drip Guide Telegram group. That is awesome. Fuzzy, I do not believe that you are in ARC quite yet. So I'm going to guess that you would prefer a drip airdrop. So let me go ahead and switch to a account that I would prefer to get the little boost to my NDV. Whenever you send an airdrop in the drip network system, you do get an increase in your NDV. It doesn't work that way with ARC-V Vault, but it does work that way with Faucet in the drip network. Buzzy, you know what to do, right? Your camera went out. Yeah, I think the USB connection, this is a USB connected webcam. I think I would literally have to remove myself from the stream and then add myself back in. I don't really want to do that, to be honest. I think I'll lose my microphone. So I'm pleased that the internet hasn't dropped out throughout the entire stream. So that's lucky. And yeah, I was right. You went drip, right, Fuzzy? Right. This is cool too, because Fuzzy has recently been contributing to the yeah, it was Steve won the first one and you won the second one. So several of my admins pitch in on the Sundays when I do the Sunday random airdrops. I airdrop 100 drip myself. And then a bunch of my admins join in, and actually Fuzzy just recently started joining us on that and airdropping 5 drip to somebody random on the Team Drip Guide team. So that's really cool that Fuzzy went ahead and won this airdrop. Unlock the ledger here. Take care of this airdrop. Boom. And send it. Is it going to work? It's going to work. And now you feel guilty? No, man. Don't feel guilty. You're watching the stream. Anybody watching the stream is good to go. Eligible to get lucky. So off that goes, and that was pretty quick. Let me just quickly mention, again, if you look in the description, you can join Team Drip Guide under the Drip Network, or Team DeFi Guide, I should say now. So there's always a buddy address posted below my videos for that. There's the ARC Finance DeFi Guide Syndicate referral link over there. I also I did that recent video of my top 3 DeFi investments. Animal Farm was number 2. So there's some referral links if you want to get an investment going on the Animal Farm. Piggy Plinko should be coming out very soon. So that's going to be absolutely massive for pigs and for dogs. I'm really excited to see how that plays out. But anyway, yeah, I don't have a camera, so I'm just going to go ahead and end the stream. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you very much for being here. Please tune in again on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. All right? Thank you. Thank you. We'll see you next time.